Hi, this is George Alger. Welcome to today's segment of Our Ventura TV. Today we're going to be talking about music therapy, and our guest expert is Lori Sunshine, who was a board-certified music therapist since 1982. Welcome, Lori, and let's start off by asking, what is music therapy?
Well, music therapy is a profession, and it began after World War II, really, when all the soldiers came home from war and found themselves wounded and changed from war in a variety of ways, and sitting in community centers all over America and different parts of the planet, and found that music was the factor that brought community together, brought hope back to these soldiers' lives. They learned instruments, they were inspired versus being depressed and lonely and wounded for the rest of their lives. They used music as a form of therapy, which the definition of therapy is just improving our lives to make better. And music is a very powerful tool that is taught in universities all over the world now, since this round about the middle of the century, in the 19th century. And it is a profession that's professional. There's two words. And it's a clinical use of using music to help people with a variety of problems and all over in different populations.
Thank you. Lori, what would be some key differences between music therapy and being a music performer?
Well, a music therapist can work individually or in groups, work with many different variety of traumatic illnesses in hospital settings, in schools, special education, hospice work. Currently, I'm hired as a hospice music therapist in Ventura County. And the focus is in healing and helping a person with their individual goals and objectives to depending on what the needs are. It's different for each person and each population, but it's very soothing. It touches the soul, the heart, and it's a beautiful form of support. Most people are very motivated with music. There's many different levels of understanding music, with the elements of music, the rhythm, the melody, the harmony, and people's preferences. So it touches a part of the brain that's very deep. And with entertainment, it's a wonderful form of music. Of course, most people, not everybody, love music. And but a lot of the population loves music. It's a very important form of helping people on this planet. The difference is that a music therapist will focus on the person or the group in the needs. And a music entertainer might be there just for simple joy and entertainment. But it's much deeper and has a lot of training and care and part of a team of rehabilitation therapists, usually.
Thank you. Lori, can you give some examples of the application of music therapy? So for instance, would this be for like low level sicknesses or high, very severe sicknesses, or all kinds?
Yes, it is for everyone. I've even worked in hospital settings with people with comatose conditions where they're unable to speak or move. But I know that the sound and some of the vibration from the instruments, I'm a harpist and a piano player, a percussionist, and all these different instruments carry a modality that helps in various ways. And I have an instrument right here, for example, a small harp that's called a reverie harp, and it has a very soothing, beautiful sound.
Nice.
And I could even put it on the body, on your body. And it just brings a big smile to, very nice connection.
Oh yeah, I love it. So when you're in a hospital, for instance, or an environment that has music therapy, is this something that would be applied or given to any patient that comes through the hospital, or someone that's maybe they have to be there a certain amount of time? How does it get determined who gets to benefit from this?
That's a wonderful question. Well, that's a very important question because it really depends on the family and the staff and the people that are working with, the individuals. It depends. I mean, in children hospitals with pediatric patients, children really benefit from music therapy. It's a form of communication. It helps with emotional and support. It's a beautiful form of connection for the family to have fun together and also it's a pain reliever. I mean, it distracts the brain. The power of music is the only thing on the planet that touches all four quadrants of our brain, activates it, and therefore can help a small baby or a child or even person who is dying. It's the last sound that's heard in the senses before death, and also the first sense that is heard at birth. So
Wow.
music is very powerful throughout our entire life.
Wow.
And
Okay.
it really does distract pain on the senses when you're focusing on the music. There is great research on how it reduces anxiety, depression, and pain sensors.
Very
So,
good. Now, how do you determine what kind of music to play?
well, yes. Well, that's another difference between entertainers and myself is I will learn whatever is wanted and needed. I'll find out as much as I can what is most desired by the individual, especially when I work with elderly people who have dementia or late stages of Parkinson's disease or can't speak anymore. I'll find out what I can, their favorite music from when they were married or from their childhood or their teenage years or some of their favorite songs. And if I don't have access to that information, I will use some universal songs that I have found over and over through many years of experience that have touched a lot of people, like Amazing Grace and You Are My Sunshine or just some improvisational songs, just some beautiful sounds that are very soothing for the person. So, yes,
Okay, but it could also include popular music.
absolutely. Rock and roll, rap music, there's songwriting. The activities really are limitless, what you can do with music. Uh,
Okay, so it's not necessarily just soothing harmonies or soothing wavelengths. It's really what would be pertinent to the individual listener.
Yes, and it's not only just preference, but it's also biological. Like I could match somebody's breath and support even breathing, and through playing the harp in the same rhythmic patterns, I could increase or decrease depending on what's necessary. If someone's anxious, we can go slower. If somebody needs to be more up, have deeper breaths, we can work with music to help bring the vibration into the body, literally to the heart, to the circulatory system, to their entire, to the biological factors that also, as a science, music affects our body. And there's a great deal of research on how helpful it is and how it can be so uplifting.
Okay, very good. And Lori, do you have any tips or suggestions for someone who might want to use music therapy in their own life because they're healing through something?
Yes, of course. I love, even for myself, to put on your favorite music, to remember to put on the music, especially if you're feeling alone or lonely, or if just want to just take some time out from all the busyness and all the hecticness. It's a wonderful way of retraining yourself to relax. Relaxation is a very important tool for healing the body from all kinds of illnesses, and also to feel good about yourself because it is a beautiful mode of communication, through people who have a difficulty in doing that. Let's listen to this piece of music together, or let's dance, or it helps with so many different levels of our humanity.
Yeah, very cool. All right, we're just about out of time here, Lori. I'm wondering if there's a summating message you'd like to convey to the viewers.
Well, that music therapy is part of entertaining, but it isn't entertainment. It's not meant to be. It's meant to really be focused on helping a person and the staff and the overall well-being of the human being for non-musical goals. It's not to sing, but it's to enjoy the moment together and to promote wellness and healing to the person and their spiritual values too, to connect them through their hymns, through church. So I would just say that to use music and to understand that, you know, there's PhDs and master degree programs in becoming a music therapist. And there's just a great respect on this planet now that music therapy is just really becoming a wonderful field and a helpful modality in the mode of things these days, you know, to really be uplifting. So enjoy your music and enjoy each other's differences through the music and celebrate that way. So that's what I would say.
Thank you very much, Lori.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
This is George Alger signing off for this segment of Our Ventura TV. Until we meet again.